Elfin, the pressure's on them here.
And then, as I was saying, I think the scary thing about PSG.LGD there, it did kind of feel that they were like, you know what, let's kind of let this game go down the pan and then see if we can recover it. Yeah. You know, I felt like they were kind of test themselves, you know, because it was a bit all over the place in the mid game, some sort of awkward RPs, awkward jumps, and then they were like, all right, now we've set the stage, challenge ourselves to win it, and then boom, you know, they win it. So that's pretty terrifying. You know, a team that seemingly could just at the flick of a switch be like, yep, we're going to win the game now, and then they win the game.
And that would have the same exact draft. Bring it back.
PSG.
Right, now they're going to be Storm.
Turn to ban.
No hesitation.
I mean, and this is what you want to be doing anyway. Especially when you considered, you know, you've secured first in the group. You don't want to show anything different. Just pick the same stuff.
The bans were done before the Storm was even picked. Did you see that? Rubik instantly banned again before the Storm was even finished being picked. Puck instantly banned on the other side. Both teams just have such clear understanding of each other, just playing with each other. Of course, an FY on one side to
5 seconds
ban that Rubik if you're playing with the Magnus. And yeah, the Puck. Super crippling.
So what's this? So if Elephant lose this game, are they guaranteed lower bracket? Because if they lose this game, they've got another series to play, right?
It's depending on Spirit.
They've still got another series to play, so that they'll still have a say in it. Yeah, it does still depend on the other results. So even if they lose this game, there's still a chance they can make it. Yep.
But they still have, I think they have 2 more, right?
No. We've got 12 games. This is about to be the 14. But they'll have to play the 16.
PSG.LGD turn to ban.
Play 8 times 2. They played 6 times 2. This is going to be 7 times 2.
Yeah, so I mean their fate's not in their hands.
They've got one more series after this, which is who are they playing later today? Elephant are also going to be playing Quincy Crew, so that's going to be an important game. Then that's probably that could gear up to be a very important game here. Last series of the day versus Quincy.
Looks like we have the exact same bans as the last game, by the way. So for those of you who were not here.
Yep.
Skywrath. We do a little bit of change up here though, but
change up.
For those who were not here, you know, the Void makes sense. Just super strong hero when you are playing versus with these combos with the ET as we've seen LGD do. Invoker, same thing, just advance always going to make sense. And on the other side, you have the Doom and the Slardar.
10 seconds remaining.
Popular heroes that Elephant likes to play. Then Doom overall. Been seeing so much from the Chinese team.
Remaining.
But yeah, Sky, a little bit of a change up. So it looks like PSG.LGD, of course, they got smashed very hard in this early game. They want to start switching it up a bit. Want a better solution at least.
I mean, Elephant, will they go for the silencer again, or do you think they're not going to be huge fans of having this sort of silencer IO, lack of lockdown support combo, other than the global? Like, what did you think about it?
Hey, they played such a damn game.
They did. I mean, the globals
they're probably so tempted. They're probably like, do we just silence our Mars again? Like,
I mean, because you're right, they were winning. They were on the verge of closing the game up.
The first Warlock of the tournament.
Oh, damn.
Excuse me.
Warlock.
I'm gonna check to make sure.
I think you're right.
But I'm pretty sure.
I don't think we've had any Warlock.
But I tapped out and Kyle's face was there.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it is the first Warlock. Yep, well, what are they unpicked? Warlock, Zeus,
there
Omni,
we go.
OD,
Elephant.
10
right.
seconds.
So, what's sort of why the Warlock? Or what do you think they say about what the carry pick's going to potentially be here?
It's the Warlock used to be looked at as a traditional counter versus Skywrath because you stop the spam, the harassment. You just shadow work, heal, and you're fine. So you're able to be that deterrent versus it. However, again, it's going to be setting them up with no stuns on their 2 supports. So playmaking is going to have to be extremely active from both the Night Stalker and Storm. So it can be a bit more difficult, but it does provide them more damage as well. But now, PSG.LGD, they're just going to grab a DK, so same thing. They're hiding that last pick. Exactly the same as last time.
Well, this time around, the Saving Armes picked a lot.
Yep. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Because last time, you know what I mean? Last time they picked Armes, so they had the option between the mid and the...
Yeah.
Which I guess still they do here, right? DK, Magnus, you could do those either way.
I guess they could still flex them.
You know what I mean?
At the end of the day,
it probably is still just going to be Magnus mid, though, and they'll do the DK offlane, though, right?
PSG.LGD turn to ban.
I think the DK mid might be more likely. But who knows? Who knows at this point? We don't really know. Actually, you know what? It's Faith Beyond. Faith Beyond's going to be the sacrificial DK.
You know what I mean? He's playing his CKs offlane. You know, he'll play. I feel like that's more his style, and nothing to say. He likes playing Magnus. So.
And this gives him a hard stun this time around too, which PSG.LGD was
10
Oh, yeah,
seconds
the chaos spot
remaining.
last.
Yeah, but that's a flying stun,
Sure, it's
which
not
they
an
can play
instant
around.
bam.
DK
Yeah, for
is
sure,
a
it's not a
blink
seconds
stun,
remaining.
boom.
It's not a storm catching
Yeah.
stun, but now it, yeah.
Now they do have
Now it
that.
is. Yeah.
And they have a way to force towers a little bit easier.
PSG.LGD's turn to
And
ban.
at the lifestealer, so they're trying to make sure that Night Stalker
Alright.
has a good lane. Taking out both that Bloodseeker and Night.
Dude, I tell you,
Nice.
if I was Arme right now,
Elephants turn
depends
to
how much
pick.
you scare the Night Stalker, but is there any temptation to play anti-mage? No. You know, you
There's
wanna,
only like a silence and you can see the vortex coming from the storm.
you know,
mostly.
I feel like you know that someone's trying a fun game. You want to ruin his game this time.
And they do have a
you
lot
go
of
an
ways to
anti-mage.
make space. Like
10
AM's gonna
seconds.
or
Got
DK's
him
gonna
power,
take
dude.
powers.
I feel like if
could be.
Arme is like, I would
5
love to
seconds
play some anti.
remaining.
Could definitely be an anti-mage, and then
But
we
it's
would definitely see.
the only thing because obviously Night Stalker's annoying, but you feel like you don't. It's not that bad.
Sven stands
Go
ready.
with the Sven, and you're gonna reflect the stun easily. Oh, it's beautiful. I'd like to see some.
Ben's not doing so hot either, but this time they do get Sven. I think that one was banned instead of Doom last time, right? Yes. So that one was banned instead of the Doom in the last draft. So they do have the ET. Warcraft's going to be
10
really useful
seconds remaining.
versus both ET and Magnus. I actually love Sven versus both these heroes.
What we got then?
5
What we got? What does
seconds
Arme want to do?
I thought he was gonna. Yeah, I thought he was gonna go something. Especially now that we see the Sven.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure mine.
Now the Lifestealer ban makes sense. They don't.
What's he feeling? What's he fancying up?
Love. Right?
I'd love to see an Arme PA or an Arme anti-mate.
Sure.
Been out for a while.
I mean, the supports literally do nothing.
PA,
to
I feel like both of those heroes could have a lovely game.
Yeah, I could see it. This
Love-
armor, Warcry, sure, gonna be very obnoxious versus something like PA.
Yeah, whatever.
But the new build that we've been seeing.
all the other heroes, you know, what are they going to do?
Phantom
I love it.
You're bang on.
We got the
select your
PA,
hero.
got the
baby.
PA.
We got it, baby.
And
It's a good game.
It looks. I mean, look.
It's a good. You know, Sven,
These
sure,
supports
he
are gonna
gives
die.
it Warcry and stuff, but he doesn't want to buy an MKB.
And they
nobody
are putting, and
wants
they
to
are
buy
putting the DK mid.
it. Okay, they'll put the DK mid.
Yeah.
Alright.
And they are putting.
And he's
mid
got the cool Arcana.
He does.
But yes, Arme PA. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Got what we wanted. We got
And these
what we
supports are going to.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. You look at these supports, so that's why you want to play one of these.
And the thing is too is about PA versus Storm and Sven. I mean, Sven, he builds MKB, but way later.
Yeah, he doesn't
So,
want to build it.
He doesn't really want to build it, so
doesn't
yeah,
wanna build
it makes a lot of sense. A good call on.
Oh, terrifying.
Look at the sets they have too. All their sets look really okay in the PA. I like that PA set.
Yeah, like the cowboy.
She's COVID protected.
Very nice. Very nice. Lovely shining daggers. Sets on elephant.
I like the Sven set. It's kind of basic, but look at the helm. I like the helmet.
Kind of cool.
The helm's really nice.
Kind of cool. Let's see if Elephant can do what they did last game. They had a really good start.
Their lane's not looking strong though. this time
Sure.
around at all. Like IO Night Stalker
Yeah.
takes a lot more time. Sure, you're gonna be able to like sustain and stuff like that inside the laning phase, but much slower. Yang had an explosive game because he was able to dominate the lane, right? So he was able to get this good timing, set the pace of the game. Night Stalker gonna be a lot slower of a start. And for bottom, it's not really an aggressive lane whatsoever. It's Warlock and Sven.
Prepare for
The
battle.
aggression that can come out from the Magnus and the Skyrat this time around, I think it's going to be even higher
你这
than
么
we saw
菜的
last
队友不
time.
会生气吧，哥哥？
Because last time they were kind of deterred from going for the aggression because Silencer can be annoying just because you get, the curse and the last word does deter you from going for those aggressive plays. But now there's no deterrent unless you get like massive, like some weird fatal bond situation. But see, level 1 again. Check. Ward. Not a ward, it was a hero. Piony's gonna do the Dominator build too. We did see that one from
30
yesterday when we were
seconds to
casting Cuckoo.
battle.
Had some sick plays with the Dominator, skewers into Centaur stuns, and fun plays. Very strong.
Very nice as well. Stun against like the Storm.
Yep. Just a great build up too. The Helm of Iron Will and these offlaners, when you go for this build, you know, you're just coiling your tango, you're able to rush it so fast and just keep yourself in the lane. And I think he knows he's, you know, there's not that much aggression that's going to be coming out from bottom since it's defend Warlock.
The battle begins.
Greedier build. We'll take some hits though.
Oh well.
That actually really hurts. Gonna salve him right away, or I think they are. Or just go through all his tango. Okay. Immediately buys a second salve on the Skywrath, brings it out because of that.
I mean, which lane do you think is going to struggle the most then? You say, well, Elephant's not going to have too easy of a time on the side lanes.
I think bottom could really struggle, honestly, yeah. I think top they should be fine. The thing is that they can't get too aggressive as PAET, so Yang should still be able to farm, but so is Ame. Compared to the last time where Ame was slowed down a little bit because of... But they have to get aggressive up top right away. Y does have to start trading to give space for the PA, because the base damage advantage for Night Stalker is there at the start.
Oh, they're trying to get on FY. Good trading on the IO.
GQ. Oh, he's pulling the creep wave and he finds a courier. Oh, okay, well that's just unfortunate for Super. Salve and clarity gone.
Yeah, I guess on this top lane.
Oh, Fate Beyond. He's walked up very far. He'll be okay, but a second. Dying to Fatal Bond.
Yeah, I mean, that was close. I mean, it's kind of lucky that Elephant did opt to not keep hunting for him and just wanted to make sure they didn't miss any more CS.
Jinq's pull here, though, puts the lane positioning now in a really good spot for Fate Beyond. Now they can go for the skewer, shockwave skewer plays onto whoever walks up. Like, Super might die in a second. Very careful how far he steps up.
Thought you were slick.
你这么菜，你的队友不会生
I'm so
气吧，
scared
哥
for him when he
哥
does it.？
Well, you just think they could charge him and...
Oh no, you just shockwave and then you concussive and then step in front of him and pull him back.
Yeah, it's a lot of slow.
Eurus has no mana for stun. Yeah. He'd have to pop his stick, he'd have to stun in order to bail out his Warlock. But instead, Jinq, they're going to play it a little bit more passively. They're going to go for the stack camp. They're going to play it since the positioning is good for Faith Beyond to farm, and then Jinq's going to check bottom rune. It's nothing to say, not going to go for a bottle on the DK. So probably a better approach than rather just going for like some kill and using your entire mana pool. And yeah, lane position just continues to be excellent for PSG.LGD down bottom.
Man, even at top.
Oh, JQ, he's found it. Oh. Courier, sorry.
Oh, he did.
He's got it. Oh. He didn't even see. I don't know how he actually knew that it was coming out, but he did it blind. And if you look at Eurus, he's naked. He's got stick and 0 items, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, how would he know sort of that was the time? He's sort of working out that
just the brain.
He's looking. He's like, well, Eurus is going to get something sent out soon. Time to check.
Yeah. Warlock used his courier earlier, got it killed.
Yeah.
Same thing. They have no regen bottom. He knows that they're going to use it again early. Very smart. Mid.
Somnus.
They're just battling. Somnus, one more hit.
He's got pretty far. He's
dead.
The Radiant's middle tower.
There we have it. First blood for the DK. Nothing to say.
You do not see that very often.
No, and after the game, I mean, I guess maybe Somnus has just tilted after the last game. He's like, guys, I played so damn well,
that game.
and we still lost. So he's just done. He's just like, well, can't win when I play good. So, point.
I mean, they're both dancing around. The DK takes the stun at level 4 and it completely crushes Somnus. Somnus is now hit level 4 and DK is 5 and change. He's going to hit 6 way before, which means mid tower is in jeopardy. We're going to have to see rotations from the supports.
I mean, who's
on Elephant?
Yeah, who's helping that mid tower?
It's just going to have to be bodies. Like, really, it's awkward, but you have to do it. Because otherwise the tower is just going to drop. So now they're also trying to help him secure some runes, but GQ slows down Super.
We'll be able to just take that away from nothing to say.
But he's going to have to take it, though, so Somnus still not very happy because he'd like to be able to use these runes.
Yeah, he's got Super coming over to help out.
Yang.
Top lane, Yang's alone. He's going to go down for this. What the hell?
Why? Oh my God. Why is... What a... Bro.
He really held back for Arme there.
He could have taken it, but he's like, no.
He did. Very much making sure that Arme has the Dream game.
Yeah, now power of that lane, right? Level 3 on the ET.
Very good. Was it interesting what Army will opt for in his build? Obviously, he has the Empower.
I think.
Is it still you still get the Maelstrom even when you do have Empower? Like, could you even skip that and like just go for the Deso?
Maybe he changes it up a little bit, but from what I've seen from most of these pros now, it's just Falcon Blade Maelstrom whenever you're playing versus anything that can provide armor. So Warcry is there, so Maelstrom's always going to be nice to be able to pierce through it.
Okay.
And it's just a faster timing that they get to play with. But we'll see. I mean, I think it's still a possibility that he does just go for Loki. But no, he queues up the Maelstrom, so yeah, that is going to be the choice.
Big pressure on Somnus here before he hits the 6. With a stomp, I mean, this is a lot of damage on Somnus. Somnus, he's going to go down. They got him.
And they brought the bodies too. That's the thing.
They're 2 supports here. They couldn't save Somnus.
They're like, you're going to bring 2 supports? So are we.
Oh no, I mean, yeah, this game's going to be a real test of sort of Somnus' ability to stay focused, because it says after how hard he tried in game 1 and now getting this sort of start thrown at him in game 2, like you can sympathize with the guy. It's going to feel very, very easy for him to be like he's going to be under so much pressure right now. He's going to be feeling pretty down about himself.
And they're coming all 3 lanes now already on LGD. Well, last time they were shut down in the early game because the way that Elephant went for their draft. This time it's just not the same. It takes a lot longer to catch its stride. Night Stalker, as we know, does take a little bit. Need that nighttime before he can actually start to do much of anything. And they just picked even more passive supports than last time. Last time it actually worked because of the globals. Now we'll see if the chaotic offerings are going to be able to make as big as a difference, because it's already feeling pretty scary with a PA and a Magnus getting full free farm.
Look at this.
The net.
RP.
Do they have the damage?
They've got Mai coming over as well. And here's the Shadow Word. It's healing him up. They got enough burst. Not quite. They'll turn over all super instead. They can look to keep diving.
Still creep diving.
They are. They're hunting for Eurus. He's in the trees. Stomp will set him to kill off super. Eurus is able to cut his way out the side.
They've got a net.
They're chasing. There's the catch. Why? JPL closing the gap. He'll turn with a quick stun.
They got a slow, but they can't
He is able to make it out, but it's a lot of time that he's able to run around and stay away from the creeps.
And now Somnus, he's looking to react to it.
Radiant's
bringing the
bottom
Warlock
tower
down.
is under attack.
It's just for a heal.
To crush.
Now though, nighttime. Do see Yang pushing up top. We'll see nothing to say. Look to stop this. Wants to go for FY, but won't quite be able to. Would have been a free kill if he gets the stun there.
Oh, absolutely. Sure, then they would have had more than enough damage. Maybe Somnus will be able to find himself a freebie. Catches Y out alone.
Is that?
CS. Try going on to Yang. A lot of damage here. And he's been bailed out.
And FY, he does have a TP.
Or maybe
to use it.
Not going to be even better to get away from the Roshan tonight there with the sick damage of the Elder Dragon.
And I mean, the thing is too is this time it's PSG.LGD's gone for a late game draft again, and they're winning the early game. They've got Magnus PA, so they have this ridiculous scaling, and everything's just going perfect in the laning phase. The concerns for Elephant as this proceeds. Do still have Eurus farming pretty decently, but PA's ahead of him, and PA has steroids. Yeah, it's so cool how this burst just became a thing, right? Just Falcon Blade into Maelstrom every time now.
Stretch hands to the bottom to put the pressure on. They have RP back up in a couple of seconds, so Fake Pian could even set up a free kill to sort of get involved in.
They're diving the hell out of Super here.
Yeah, there's a spooky place to try and hang around and get his XP.
Is under attack.
They'll get the kill on the tower as well. Certainly fall. PSG keeping themselves on top of the objectives.
Top tower is under attack.
Elephant definitely having a bit of a struggle here in this early game.
I'm surprised Super showed his face, to be honest. I thought he'd just hide in the tree lines to sap experience and then just TP out. If they don't see him, they're not going to full commit for him. They might know he's behind the tower, they would force like a scan or something like that, but he showed. As soon as you show in those type of positions as a 5, usually around this time, it's usually between like that 6 to 9 minute mark. The bottom side is just a death zone. So these nice ancients that we have seen FY stacking for quite some time for years, but I think he's looking to contest. It is a low spend and a lot of low ancients.
That is Sven.
Probable dead Sven. Oh.
that hurts.
And the Ancients.
That really hurts Somnus. Maybe he can do some overtime. He's coming in onto nothing to say.
Radiant's
He's
bottom
been silenced.
is under
They've got to
attack.
plug the Ancients in. Now they're closing into the RP. They've got the damage. It's another kill for nothing to say. Super F5. They've got
Fabian taking the Ancients.
tried to come in.
He's farming.
The splitter comes down. Yang's got to back off.
Look at Fabian. He's actually just hitting the Ancients the whole fight. He's like, I don't care about Night Stalker. There's a big dragon over here. Takes all of them.
My goodness.
I love it.
That's a very unfortunate series of events there for Elephant.
Probably the worst series of events that could happen. They lose their Sven, they lose their Storm, and they lose their entire
Radiant's
Ancient stack,
middle
and
tower
PA is
is
farming
under
during
attack.
the entirety of it.
Here now.
Faith Beyond, though. Literally, his Ancients the whole fight.
Prize.
Picks up Arcane Boots now, so he's going to be able to keep his presence on the map. They can keep looking for these aggressive plays, looking to respond. And, I mean, that was also Yang with Dark Ascension.
Yeah.
Flying into the fight, and he could still not deter them away from taking kills and the stack. Huge plays.
We see it. Very nice of Xingqiu to have that seal here at the level 3.
Look at Faith Beyond's priority here. As we see his team still looking to go for these kills, but look at that Magnus. He's got priorities.
Yeah, I like it. He's like, hehehe, my team is still fatal bonded to this ancient creep. I'm going to keep it.
Got him. Uh-oh, Eurus. He's trapped. No, this Dominator's sick on Mag. Oh boy, it's out of hand.
This is,
one.
especially for if the fact is the two cores as well. We saw Eurus and Somnus have a pretty good game last time.
Yep.
This game too, Eurus and Somnus, as I said, I think they're going to be just feeling pretty miserable with the amount of focus that they're getting from PSG.LGD. They're just making this game a bit of a nightmare for the two of them.
They really are. And Sven, he's a hero that has to play
Radiant's
very
bottom
far
tower
ahead of
is
a hero
under
like
attack.
PA in gold. If you're behind PA at this point, the game is in very jeopardizing position. As Faith Beyond, though, might get grabbed up.
Super push up the golem. Fabian just died for this, but Somnus, he used quite a bit of mana here. They won't quite be able to chase, but it looks like he's got enough to zip TP, so we'll make it out of there, but still they lose both the supports, and yet that was the use of the offering.
Did they kill it as well, too? I think they did, right? Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, no, still bottom, sorry. So he's going to at least be able to push out the lane with it. But yeah, chaotic offering. You're still unable to really push anything. You get a kill, but now you're also losing your mid tower in a second.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yang gets space. At the least, the Night Stalker, he'll have a Echo Saber coming up
Radiant's
soon.
middle tower has fallen.
Meanwhile, Nothing to Say is taking the Ancients from the side of Elephant. Eurus just has nowhere to farm. And he's 2,500 behind the PA.
Oh,
and
now
he's
with the
getting
jump
caught up.
in, Eurus. He's able to get away from the splitter.
Bit
The
late.
Stomp does get the two of them. They have the Perceptor in position. Ancient Seal as well. Is there any sort of save from F1 trying to take him out? The skewer gets Eurus pulled over to the side.
Good Lord.
Eurus down once again.
Oh, and this is a total. There's a total disaster. It's like they need this. It's like they need Night Stalker to be involved now at every single point in the game because Io and Warlock just they can't do anything versus this aggression that PSG.LGD is just displaying, and it's non-stop. Immediate smoke afterwards. They know where they know where Somnus is. They want him, and they do have, of course, 4 points in silence on him.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Will he TP out in time?
Oh!
The Remnant. Oh!
Yeah, they're swinging a bit.
He got the Remnant. They were on point of where he was.
Yeah, he was, if it'd been a few seconds early, I would have still been there.
Like Faith Beyond, like no hesitation. It's just like he's TPing. And probably feeling like they don't really need the RP.
I think exactly. It's like, yeah, I'll take the chance. We're still going to kill them without it. Now, when they're 5k up with, indeed, as you say, a lineup that's not usually with Somnus.
He gets a zip though.
He's going to try and get in onto Xingqiu.
Radiant's bottom tower
Just a pretty
is
low on
under
the Mystic
attack.
Flare. Army's over. That's FY gone. Somnus, he'll have to zip out of it.
Silence is just way too long duration. Couldn't even kill out the Skywrath. The 2 armor Skywrath survives, even though he's the one who gets jumped on. doesn't reveal the reward that they have there from PSG.LGD, but either way, I don't think they care. Now they also know that, yeah, they know that Elephant has a ward somewhere around here. Y's gonna check, but it's actually further on the right. He ended up catching vision of the Skywrath. Here is some breathing room. Farmed an Ancient with a God Strength, but that's just about it. Still, it's just going faster and faster. It was 2,500 gold behind before. Now he's 3,300 gold behind. This feels like it's going to continue. As we watch the Dominator creep as well. They don't have to stack Ancient as a hero. They're just doing like 10 different things at the same time on the side of PSG.LGD.
I mean, Elephant's trying to get in on this.
That's it.
Radiant's
Onto the Magnus. Can they take him out during the sides? No, they can't. Fabian's off to the side. The offering drops out. Stu over to the side. See the jump from Arme. He's killed off Somnus. Turns over towards Super. There's 2 kills over the PA.
Oh my goodness.
Y just runs down FY. Yang's got a split from the rest of them.
Yeah, vision also of Yang. Got a TP.
So he's pretty
gonna
deep.
have to float.
He's
not gonna be able to.
Red by Yash.
Good God, Owen, this game is over. There's just no hope anymore. And the PA jumps into the fight, gets a hand of the kill for the Storm because of the max level silence on the Skywrath, and then gets a full Ancient. He's got BKB.
This has been a rough one for them. Well, you know, at least they had the early game from game 1 to look back and enjoy from this series. Everything else has been pretty rough for them. Losing that first game, I believe they have, and now coming to this game 2, and PSG.LGD just dominating.
Last game, it felt like there was some mercy perhaps given from PSG.LGD going for some super late game draft. This time it's an early game draft, but also that scales incredibly hard toward later stages, and there's just fighting hope, it feels like, for Elephant. Is even with Chaotic Offering, even with Dark Ascension pop, they stood no hope in the team. Just the target prioritization from LGD is just
Looking for me.
always knowing when the opportunity to silence is there. Has nothing to say.
They put the stop on the turn. Nothing to say. Trying to get into back the mark. Mystic Blade comes down onto FY. FY's gone. The IO goes down. Elephant, they're trying to fight for Eurus. He's just not got the damage. He gets off hit by face behind. 3 dead.
They might call this soon.
He's gonna die. I think you could be expecting the G's to come up soon. GG, absolutely one of the.
That is the fastest, I think.
Is that the fastest one?
1656 was when the GG got dropped. Good
LGD.
God. Tier 2 neutral items weren't even up.
Oh my goodness. Well, I got 3 predictions right now. Anyway, yeah, that was.
That was brutal.
PSG.LGD. I mean, that just goes to show that you know, top of the group and secured. They are still. There was no messing around.